What is going on, everyone? We've devolved a little bit before the show even began. Love you too. Bye. As my wife leaves, perfect timing to begin a show. We devolved before the show. Welcome, everyone, to the Diogenes Club.
Yes.
I'm Nick Perro, not your dad. I'm joined by my good friend, Walter Ryan, who's our level 36 magic user, Dr. Eric Lulov, our resident physician, and Evan Fields, from
I just
News
put
from
my
Underground.
social handle.
You got to get a funnier one for today, for this show, so that people know. And we're joined by our first guest, and a special guest for us today is the Opinionated Ogre. Welcome, my friend. How are you, brother? How is
Ogre-ish.
everyone today?
Everybody's good. Woo-hoo-hoo.
We were devolving before the show, so Eric, what did you want to talk about?
In a non
There we go.
unmasculine way, actually.
What did you want to talk about? I
Please.
heard you wanted to talk about a certain Michael, and
Oh yes, Michael Colonitis. Yes.
I feel
Yeah.
like he's not going to be in our audience today.
Probably not. Yeah.
He might. He's losing subscribers like nobody's business.
Oh, man.
He's got.
I
that
haven't checked his
colonitis,
page.
and it's
What's he
just
down
like-
to?
Wait,
He's down to like 75 now or something. He
Okay.
was at, I think he was at 90 at one point.
Yeah.
Over
1,000?
the weekend.
Yeah.
He had like 90,000
Yeah.
subs, and over the weekend since Sunday, he's gone down to like 75, which
I mean,
is
that's
Yeah.
a start.
fucking impressive. Like, that's good.
really?
That's a
Jesus.
good start. I ain't mad.
Yeah, we're getting there. People are
Jeez,
showing.
I lose 15 in a day, and I'm like, ah.
Yeah. What did I do?
Like, oh my god, what did I say?
He knows what he
Who
did.
did I insult
He
today?
knows what he did. That
He
fucker.
knows what he did.
I know what you did. Like a papyrus.
We know what you did last summer, Michael Cohen. We know what you did.
Oh, it wasn't just last summer, Nick. It was.
Yeah, well,
And all the
saying.
and the 14 summers before
his
that
whole
when you
life.
worked for Donald Trump. Yeah.
Did you guys see
14 fucking
Lev's live
summers.
yesterday with Tara Palmieri?
Oh, I
They
haven't
went
That
done
over
was
the
it.
whole
epic.
thing.
Epic.
And he was saying,
There was she would.
Lev was saying that
it-
Cohen's been looking for pardons like this year. That
And
he's
then he-
like out on that. That explains the whole flip. Like, oh, they tried to pressure me and everything. But
Yep.
what a
Well,
dirtbag.
the epic part about yesterday's podcast or the live was that in the middle of the podcast, like she's texting George Santos, like, "Have you met Michael Cohen? Like, did he ever come?"
Yeah.
And then she's texting Mike, and Lev's like, "Nope. Here's the text message. I got the receipts." You know, it's
These guys are
just
nuts.
crazy stuff. Oh my god.
She's real deal inside access, man. She does not play around. She's in it. She had that like traditional career where she was telling me that she started out like as a production assistant at CNN getting coffee for like Jake Tapper and Don Lemon and stuff.
Yeah.
And now she's like the epicenter of it. You know what I mean? She's got access to everybody. It's cool to see. There's
Yes.
women doing incredible things with that story and stuff right now. Her and Ellie Leonard, and it's cool to see like people holding people accountable. You know what I mean? I know you've been talking about that a lot lately, Nick.
Yeah. And so I wanted to like accountability and like that just idea. I also want to get Walter in here at some point after we let Ogre go.
Yeah.
Walter, you have a story about the Diogenes Club
Oh,
name that I definitely want to hear
Yes.
before
I
we
bet
lose
Evan
Eric.
knows it, but yeah. Do you want me to go
But-
first, or do you want to do Ogre first?
I want to let Ogre come in here.
Cool.
He's got some angry eyebrows about Michael.
He's chomping
Yeah.
at the bit.
I think you got some thoughts on Michael, and I'd
No,
like to
it
hear
was
them.
it was weird. All right, so here's the thing. I have never ever, and I can honestly say this, I've never ever paid attention to Michael Cohen. And the reason I didn't pay attention to him is because he was always a scumbag, right? He was a scumbag when he was working for Trump, and he was a scumbag after. And the reason I didn't I didn't run around going, "Oh, you can't trust him, you can't trust him," is because I figured, you know what? He's really, really mad at Trump, right? Trump fucked him over. And, I'm a big fan of pettiness. right? I am the mayor of Pettyville. Right
you?
here, the mayor of Pettysville, right here. I am a petty fucking person. So I was like, you know what? He's still a scumbag, and he's done a lot of scummy things in his life, and maybe he's just living out his petty fantasy. And you know what? That's fine. Vengeance will get people to do stuff. But he never produced receipts,
Yep.
enough of them. And I was like, not hearing enough of, like, the dirt. And if he's not going to dish the dirt, then what is he doing exactly? And I was never really comfortable. So I immediately stopped paying attention, because I know he knows shit about a lot of the people around Trump, and he never said anything. It was like, then I don't trust him. And I know that's a problem with a lot of the people, really turned on Trump. They don't dish the stuff that they have. And I'm like, well, I can't really trust you if you're not willing to do everything you can to destroy these fascist fucks.
Yeah.
Even if it hurts you in the process, then I can't really trust you. So I never really paid attention to him. And I didn't even know what was going on. I had to go find out. It's like, why is everyone like suddenly burning the bridges with him? And I was utterly unsurprised that he suddenly started sucking up to Trump again. I was like, oh, wow. Gee whiz. Wow, he pulled a Glenn Beck. What a shocker.
Yep.
I can't believe this. Who could have foreseen such a thing?
Yeah. And then the pressure that we're supposed to like take that guy onto our side, and the same thing's true with Kinzinger. It's like, oh, we're just supposed to be overwhelmed by the fact that they're standing up to this regime, when really they're just using their celebrity to shut down other voices. They come onto platforms like Substack, not in solidarity, but in suppression, to silence people that are saying other things. You can tell because they're not platforming us, they're not talking to us. And so,
half the time they're just like, well, both sides are really the problem, and the left is still the problem. It's like, fuck you. Your party's filled with fucking fascists. Don't tell me that my side is a problem too. Go fuck off.
But subscribe to me and give me your money, and okay, and that's
and I'll tell you nothing. I'll tell you nothing while I do it, because he's Michael Cohen said a lot of nothing throughout his whole time, and we can figure out which way to go. Up on my head right here, there's a QR code that is for Lev Parnas has put together a change.org petition that he wants to try and get 1 million people to sign to bring to Congress to subpoena Michael Cohen, Michael Wolff, and Steve Bannon.
I was number 217.
Don't even fucking get me started with Michael Wolff.
Those three people could reveal so fucking much about the Epstein files and about what has happened without getting any more information. Just those three men could change the face of this entire story.
Steve
if
Bannon
they were
would
forced
go to jail
testify.
again before he opened his mouth.
He would, but I don't give a fuck.
It would destroy everything. He would destroy his life's work.
Good. So I hope he would. That's what I want. That's what I want him to do. Like, defend yourself as a pedophile protector. Defend yourself. It's your fucking defense now. The onus is on you to prove that you are not protecting pedophiles, not that pedophiles didn't happen. Like, the onus is on you, motherfucker. You committed the crime. Prove to me that you are innocent or not guilty in this case, because you haven't fucking proved anything. So get those, sign that subpoena, spread it around, because if we can get 1 million people to sign that subpoena and say have Ro Khanna and Thomas Massey, and I bet Marjorie Taylor Greene would love to subpoena Michael Cohen's ass. So she would probably jump on board. Like, I don't care. Use these fuckers to our advantage. They hate Michael Cohen. Good. Get him on the stand.
Can I just make one quick aside? You guys mentioned his name really quick. Can we talk about how fucking lame it is for somebody to be like, oh, well, Democrats shouldn't say the F word.
Yeah, fuck.
Oh, my God.
Oh, my God. Fuck. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, fuck you, Adam Kinzinger.
Don't tone police me, bro.
Yes.
That pissed me off. But the thing about, like, Michael Cohen, like Ogre was saying, is you should have gone above and beyond to tell us everything that we know. Don't just be like, oh, I was a fixer and Michael Calamari was the bag man and we paid people off. No, dude.
500 people.
Yeah, that
He
you
paid off 500 fucking people.
that you were
Like-
running
Yeah.
teenagers off the road with private investigators and
Yeah.
all this shit. Like, give us all the dirt and the details, and then maybe we can talk about like
Yes.
accepting you into this side once you've
I
aired
wanna-
everything out.
This brings up a very interesting topic, which I hope we can segue into. Um, when we're looking at a country of cowards, right? In
Yeah.
leadership, right?
Oh yeah.
What an opportunity for somebody to literally just step up and be a hero and
Yeah.
capture the soul of the country in a way that could change the trajectory of where we're at.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And it doesn't have to be anybody that wears a cape.
Yeah.
And it doesn't have to have a big S on the front or bad ears or a ring. Okay. Doesn't have
Yeah.
to be DC versus, Marvel. Okay. But what an opportunity for somebody with the right charisma, with the right attitude, with the right backing, with the
Integrity. Some integrity.
integrity and honor that could just step up and
Yeah.
just capture the narrative.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know,
I look at it too, like Cohen. It's like he's claiming he's turned another leaf, but he's enriching himself on platforms. There's hundreds, there's probably thousands of people whose lives he really, he made people miserable, and he's not using his money to help that. Once you've made a mistake in life, the rest of your life is spent repairing that mistake. And it's like, if it can't be repaired, you continue to labor to do the best you can to help in other ways. You don't get to say, well, I said I'm sorry, now fuck all those people that I hurt. We'll just forget about that. Give me money, I get to live in a mansion now. It's like you have to live like a humble person. You have to help others. And there's some things that you've done that you can never make up for. And so you have to pay it forward and help other people who otherwise wouldn't have had anybody. But it's not about you, and it never should be about you. It's never about it. And so the fact that so many people in America are willing to give that guy money at the expense of actually decent human beings. Everybody forgets Benny Thompson was on the J6 committee. Adam Kinzinger doesn't have to be the face of that committee. We had all kinds of wonderful people that have had integrity their whole lives that we could be saying, thank you. And for some reason, they focus on this other guy. Like, America there's this magnetism for just bad people, and that we insist that's the way things have to be. So that's what we're trying to change here.
It's always the grift. It's always the grift with the right. That's all it is. And the only good thing about that is that ultimately that is what is destroying the American right wing, is because everything is the grift with them. Everything. The Republican Party of 40 years ago used to actually have an agenda, and the party worked towards the agenda.
Yeah.
They don't really do that anymore. Now it's all about all of them from top to bottom is, how can I make myself wealthy and famous? And if that screws the party in the process, well, whatever, I don't give a fuck. I'm the one getting rich
and their
famous,
constituents.
Oh yeah, well, of course.
The whole
Yeah.
world.
Honestly, at this point, if they're not fucking their constituents, what's the fun?
Yeah.
Right? Republicans seem to have that attitude. It's like, if I'm not actually hurting the people who voted for me, then what am I even doing here?
Yeah.
Well, it's all a
They're just
multi-level marketing
sociopaths at this
scheme.
point.
It's like all the sociopaths realize that politics is the new grift, and they're all flooded towards every party, but mostly the Republican Party. It's just pure psychopaths that we're dealing with.
Yeah, the psychopaths, the pedophiles, the Nazis, they're all going to the freaking Republican Party. And, the thing they scream the loudest is both sides, both sides, both sides. And it's like, no, not.
And then
And
the
then
Democrats
no,
are like,
not.
we have to work with these guys. We really have to work with them.
And we're always like, oh, we have to meet in the middle of the
We have to be
center
bigger
somewhere.
I'm more than willing to meet a Nazi in the middle because, I have a fist, I have a baseball bat. I'm more than happy to meet them in the middle. Sure. They have to get within arm's reach. That requires me meeting them in the middle. But other than that, no.
Sock puppet attack.
Sock to the face.
It's Ogre's superpower, the sock.
I love it.
Is it a Louisville Slugger or a
aluminum? They last longer.
It's not one of those little mini wooden bats that you had that.
No. I go full size.
Supersized it.
Yeah, no. I got the John Holmes going on here.
You need that Trump XL condom that they sell nowadays.
Oh God.
Oh God, there's a visual.
golden
Yeah,
condoms,
Unlubed. Thank you very much.
unlubed, laced with.
But no, did you see? There's a new meme out with that advertisement now. Now it comes with its own walker
Oh.
Oh,
for assistance.
oh. Surprised it doesn't come with a pack of Depends on the side.
I'm not. I don't want to
And
riff on
baby
this one. This
wipes.
one is going to get dark if we riff on this one.
Oh my God!
I'm stepping off. I already self-deleted like 10 things. I'm like, don't say that. Don't say that. So,
Oh my God. All of this though, like we were talking about it of like Walter, you're talking about like the apology part. Like you apologize and then you own it for the rest of your life. Like
yeah.
I'm doing the whole series on intelligent masculinity. And I put the articles out this week. Like I started my first 3 like written articles and voiceovers for them this week because of fucking Michael Cohen. Like I was like, I'm not going to let this one go.
That's a good project,
Because
Nick.
if we let this fucker go, it's just another white dude that we've told he can get off the hook for being a white dude who doesn't need any consequence. Because again, if a black man had done this, if Wajahat Ali had done this, you bet your fucking ass everyone would have canceled the fuck out of that person.
Yes. Yes.
If Qasim Rashid had been the one who did this, they would have been nuked. Had Zoran Mamdani done this, he would have been nuked from orbit and sent somewhere in Africa that he's never been or never came from. Like that would have been the fucking response. And we're being told, no, keep giving Adam Kinzinger and Michael Cohen money. They deserve your money. They wrote a book and they're telling you how to go forward. Well, I know other prior Republicans who are out there who are actually doing the fucking work, who are actually doing things that are meaningful and noticeable and like are actually trying.
Yes.
Adam Kinzinger, you stopped fucking trying. You're just sitting there trying to make money, and I have a feeling you'd be a lot closer to the white Christian nationalist than I am in any way, shape, or form.
Yeah.
And you definitely would love to put a new tattoo where this one is with a number on it. I'm not saying you're a Nazi, but like I'm not going to go that far with you, Adam, because you have not proven or shown yourself, and I do not want to be sued for defamation because I'm not assuming you are. Alleged, but your views are further.
I hate because I have guys. I'm sorry.
No, go ahead.
Yeah,
go ahead. No.
I gotta get off, guys. Go. Have a great rest of the show.
Have a safe flight, buddy. Love
And,
you.
you guys are good. Ogre, enjoy the 4 spot, buddy.
Thanks, Eric. We'll see you soon.
Bye, buddy.
Bye, guys. Take care.
But like as I was saying, like I'm not going to assume that he was anything that he's never said he is. That said, you were probably a lot closer to the white Christian nationalist side than I am because you came from that. You don't seem to have really broken away. Adam's a tone policer and a fucking asshole because he tells us not to say fuck when we feel like it. And instead of allowing people to actually express their feelings and what's going on, he's like, no, Democratic politicians shouldn't say fuck. After Renee Nicole Good was shot in the fucking head and shot 3 times, and what we found out was allowed to die with 8 minutes. She was alive for 8 fucking minutes is what they said.
I didn't know that.
And she was not given care.
Yeah,
that's
like those are the minutes when the guy was
asking,
asking, like, let me care for her.
Yeah, there was a fuck. And so, Adam, if your response to a woman being murdered in cold blood in front of us and the mayor going, get the fuck out of here. We don't want you. We don't need you. If your response is to say, hey, Democrats, don't say the fuck word. It sounds tacky. You sound lame. Well, Adam, fuck right off. Like, fuck right off twice.
Here's the question.
2-finger salute. Fuck right off.
Here's the question you need to ask about, our reformed Republican friends. When Donald Trump is gone, are they going to stay reformed Republican friends?
Yep.
Or are they going to go back to the Republican Party?
Yep.
Because Trump is the thing that drove them out of the party. And once he's gone, are they going to see an opportunity to go back? And if they do, well, then they were never our friends.
Yep. They built the mechanism to put that asshole in power. They built it. They're unabashedly so. They're not saying they stand for, universal health care, all those things now.
Right.
So,
the thing they're mad about is that Trump took their party away from them. And they want it back. And
Kinzinger still voted against the Voting Rights Act when he was in office.
Yeah.
He needs to be in Minneapolis right now documenting what's going on. It's horrible. I mean, they're using like nerve gas on babies and shit there. They've got that memo going around where they're just coming into people's houses without any warrants.
Yes.
I mean, this is fucking insane.
Oh, I
can't
got
do
I got 2 words for that. Castle doctrine.
Yeah,
Yeah.
well, I was talking about that, and it's like they're not, they've got all the weapons in the world. I mean, it's not going to save you. This whole myth of like the Second Amendment isn't going to save anybody. With like 30 soldiers come.
There's only so many fucking Nazis in this country, and there's 400 million guns.
That's yes.
At
but
some point,
I want
at
to
some
pressure the
point-
politicians.
Yeah, at some point they're going to use the excuse too, just like the Nazis did, to find a way to take away the right wingers' guns in a way that doesn't upset them.
I saw an
Find
email
a
from
way
Roger
to do it.
Stone.
I would love to.
I want to see them try. I want to see them try, because the Second Amendment is, and I own guns, but I don't ever talk about my philosophy on guns in a lot of ways, and I probably should. I think we need a lot of gun reform in this fucking country, because I think we're in a super dangerous spot. We've been weaponized and made into a war zone on purpose so that the arms industry can perpetually make money.
Yeah.
And because war sells. And so what's the best way to make more money is make war at home, because then you can have perpetual war.
Yeah.
And guess what? They armed all of us. They armed so many people. I am so proud of the fact that Americans have held their collective shit together on this one and said, nah, I ain't going to shoot somebody yet. And I say,
No, 400 million guns.
because
as many people get shot every day with 400 million guns, you think the number would be a lot higher.
Yeah. And like the fact that they're now going into people's homes.
Well, it's dangerous.
That's
Let's just say it's dangerous. And
just dangerous.
Yeah.
They're going to go into the
Just on
wrong
its,
one.
They're going to go into the wrong person's home. They're going to go into
because
the
they
wrong
don't have
person's
warrants. They don't even know if they're in the right house. So it's like they're not even obeying any kind of procedure. So, it's like the people are out there, like the people are under this illusion that because they're white, they're safe. You look at the incompetence. They're just banging down any door they want, like a bunch of fucking assholes marching in. And the scary part is they're not really talking about taking away guns, but they're giving badges to like the most extreme deranged people in the country. So it's like something I never conceived that this would happen before. So yeah, it's like, and they're declaring war on like decent human beings. So it's scary.
I want them to kick down the door of a real fucking hardcore gun nut and just get bullets sprayed all over the place. Cause I think that would be fucking hilarious. Cause after they kill the gun nut, what's
Then
the
all
right
the other
gonna
ones
say?
come in.
Yeah, what's the right going to say?
They're going to say it was a liberal, is what they're going to do, because they always do that. They're going to lie.
Yeah, and the thing is, though, they're going to go into some MAGA voter's house because they're not checking. They don't give a shit. But half these MAGA men, their wives are foreigners. Their wives are foreign nationals. Half these MAGA men have wives from the Philippines or from Asia somewhere in general, because
they want more compliant women.
They're more
submissive culture.
Yeah, they wanted a more submissive culture and a more compliant woman who'd go along with what they're doing. Jonathan Ross is married. The guy who killed Renee Nicole Good is married to an immigrant. Like, the irony isn't lost on me that this is who they are, which means they're going to go, and I don't advocate for gun violence. I never do. They're going to go into someone's home who's going to initial response, see a man in a mask coming into their house is going to be exactly what they have said. Libertarians are unhinged. They're unhinged. And they're the Boogaloo Boys. They were the ones who stormed the fucking Capitol in Hawaiian shirts.
Yeah, they're going to kick down the door of a sovereign citizen, and the sovereign citizen's going to open
they
fire.
tried to kidnap the governor of Michigan, Gretchen Whitmer, at one point.
Yeah.
Like, these are who they're going to knock the door on.
Yeah.
But, like, we think of like MAGA being in like the South.
We're gonna have
MAGA's
Ruby Ridge all
fucking
over again.
everywhere. MAGA folks and folks who are gun nuts and libertarians are everywhere. We're a plural society with folks everywhere. The largest concentration of MAGA voters was fucking California. So it's not the South. It's not the South that's the problem. It's all of this country. and somebody's going to get fucking hurt.
It's
That's
white men.
That's
It
the
is
thing that
white
people
men.
don't realize.
We are
about
the problem. We're the
California.
Thank
problem.
God
It
I'm a
is.
green ogre.
Yeah. Thank God you're not white.
I saw a memo. I'll have to find it for you guys. It was either it was an email. I think it was from Roger Stone. He had come up with this
God,
way
that guy.
of taking the guns from only liberals. He was talking about something. It had something to do with like, well, give me a minute and I'll find it and I'll read it off to you guys, because it was something he had some way of only taking the guns from liberals
Yeah.
and stuff.
Well, that's the way it looks like what they're doing right now. I mean, yeah, by giving badges to the most unhinged gun nuts and like people that are criminals and having them go door to door and giving them all the power and telling them they're accountable to nobody. Like the people that, you know, that's kind of the method where they're coming after us. So it's happening in plain view. And then the people on the right who aren't aware of reality aren't seeing how they will be a target at some point, but they're still just cheering about the libs getting owned because they have no vision for the future.
All the brown shirts are going to be in for such a terrible, terrible shock when the regime falls. And, you know, it's like, oh, no, we got a pardon from Stephen Miller and the auto pen. And then someone whispers into their ear, federalism. State charges. You're not pardoned from state charges. And we're coming for you.
Yeah.
This is the thing I keep saying over and over and over. It's like, I know you guys think that you're immune forever. You're going into blue states with blue attorneys general. They're going to fucking come for you. And it doesn't matter if you're wearing a mask. We're going to figure out who the fuck you are.
Yeah.
You know, to Donald Trump and Stephen Miller can sign all the pardons they want. When you show up in a fucking state courtroom, no one's going to give a shit that you have a federal pardon.
And that's the kind of stuff Adam Kinzinger should be saying. Just to mention this, it's like you guys are going to be held accountable. Those masks with facial recognition software, those masks aren't going to protect your identity.
No, they really will not.
Full of shit.
Yeah, your iPhone can figure out who you are just by your eyes. Like there is a mask setting on your iPhone that lets you wear a mask and unlock your phone with your face. Don't fucking use it.
Yeah.
Don't fucking use that shit.
Yeah,
like,
and all those lovely tools that Palantir's creating, we're going to be able to use that too.
Yeah,
as a Democratic president,
two-way street.
Yeah, we'll have access to all that technology too. And he's not. What's Peter Thiel going to do? Say no, you can't use it. It's like, bitch, we already paid you hundreds of millions of dollars. We own that now. You don't get to take it away.
What happens when a Democratic president comes in and says we're nationalizing Starlink and SpaceX for national security because it is reckless and irresponsible as a nation to have a single person own infrastructure that is a state level entity?
They need to take
what's going to happen.
That dude.
Elon Musk will overdose on ketamine and nothing important will be lost.
No,
so
anyway. I mean, nothing important will be lost in all those like weird children that he's like brought into the world upon people.
Kids.
Like, fuck.
Well, I mean, don't call them weird. We don't know what the kids are like. They can be perfectly fucking normal.
He weird him has brought in a reckless number of children that are going to be scarred for life because of him.
Now that one kid's going to be a fucking demon, dude. I'll say it. The one that was in the Oval Office saying, "Fuck you, Mr. President."
Yeah.
That kid's going to be horrible.
Well, child abuse is a right-wing thing. The Ogre says this correctly all the time. It's just how they raise kids is by abuse. They think they're their property. They think they own these kids. You know, like farm communities where they're feeding kids into hay balers all the time. That's how they think, and that's what we need to change. The idea is that we need to change in this society.
Have you guys heard the backstory about Elon Musk and his grandfather?
Yes.
Nazi?
His maternal grandfather was one of the main people in this technocracy movement, and I forget. I don't know if it was like it wasn't in South Africa to begin.
It was in Canada first.
Canada.
He got kicked out of Canada for being so extreme that he emigrated to South Africa, where his views were somewhat acceptable because they were an apartheid state, and he fit in real well with them.
Yeah, they had to go find someplace that was still Nazi-ish.
Yeah. Evan, you should definitely talk to Ogre about the technocracy and the technocrats and the techopoly bullshit that they do. Because
Dude.
Ogre has
Yeah.
a couple really good articles detailing the test reel, which is their like pseudo religion um, of Silicon Valley,
love
and
Ogre.
like it's it's post-humanism. It's like they want a third of the US population left. Like they want to cull 2/3 of the US population. They think we have an upper boundary of 100 million. We have 340 fucking million plus people in this country right now. That's 240 million of us. They want either remigrated, which is a Nazi term, out of the country, or murdered.
Yeah.
Like that's what they want. They just want us dead.
William
This
Spivey.
is
Go ahead.
really the whole thing. This is why we're fucking around with Greenland, by the way.
Yeah.
This is the main reason we're
Yeah.
fucking with Greenland. It's Silicon Valley wants Greenland. They've
Yeah.
wanted Greenland for a really, really long time because they want to build their stupid fucking freedom cities there. They think Greenland is a great place to build their stupid fucking freedom cities where they can build these lawless fucking fiefdoms where they can rape little girls and they can do their crazy medical experiments so they can be immortal and live like, they don't have to pay taxes, and they could be, modern day, kings in their little kingdoms, and they could just, pedophilia will be legal because we don't have to obey the laws and blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
And they want Greenland. One of them tried to buy Greenland several years ago. I forget. It was some little tech douchebag went to buy Greenland, and Greenland said, fuck off.
Yeah.
And he was very offended by that. And now they're pushing Trump and his, because he's got a whole bunch of tech bros there, and they want Greenland. They want to own it, not for any strategic purpose, because we already can use Greenland for all the strategic purposes we want. We can build unlimited military bases there. They want it for their fucking freedom cities. That's why they won't fucking let it go.
Mhm.
So
let them go freeze their dicks off, because my dad, he was in the Air Force, and I remember when I was like 7 or 8, he got sent to Thule, Greenland for a year. And I remember he used to get, it was back like before cell phones and stuff, so he only used to get like one phone call a week because they would have to go into town and stuff to be able they would have to drive an hour into like the next
they had to walk uphill both
like
ways.
community. They would have to go an hour to go get haircuts, and he said that all there was up there was like a tiny little town with like old school supermarkets, and they had a strip club for the Air Force people, and that was it. And he said there's fucking nothing up there. It's -30, -40 all the time.
Oh God. Yeah.
Like you can ask soldiers who've ever been stationed at Fort Bragg or Fort Drum in New York, which is the coldest station in the US outside of Alaska.
Yeah, because I was at Fort Wainwright. And
outside of Alaska, Fort Drum
my
is
God.
the coldest station, and it's also where the 10th Mountain Division is, which is part of, and they consume part of the Mountain Warfare School. They like own, on the National Guard side, they own the Mountain Warfare School. I know this because Mountain Warfare School is based out, part of it's based out of Vermont. And every single one of them will tell you they fucking hate how cold it is. They fucking hate it. Soldiers don't want to fight when it's cold as shit. Because it's hard to shoot your weapon when your fingers don't want to fucking move.
Yeah,
I'm about to go on a fucking diatribe.
I'm sorry, ask the Nazis how that worked out in Russia.
Yeah. Well, that's actually got me excited, because here I'm an hour away from Minneapolis, and we're supposed to have 25 below, and I'm just like, those fucking white supremacists. Those white supremacists from the Confederate States are not going to want to go out.
They're literally relearning the same lesson. Never invade a frozen wasteland.
And don't do it in winter either.
That went through my head.
But
that went through my head when I brought my family to live in Wisconsin. It's like, you know how to survive in Wisconsin. Like the whole world, you're going to be fine anywhere. And people, it's really hard for them to come when it's 25 below zero. I want to mention one other thing just to plant another seed in your minds. Yesterday I was talking with William Spivey, and he was suggesting, he's a scholar of Black history. He's brilliant. and he was suggesting that, the white supremacist movement is so afraid because, in 10 or 15 years, white people are going to be a minority, that what they're trying to do is establish apartheid here they're going to try to establish apartheid. Well, I mean, it just kind of helps see what they're doing. Like, it's either that or they're strip mining the planet to go to Mars. But I think they have both. It's just like one crazy idea stacked on top of another. So something else to kind of keep your eye on if you see evidence for it.
Well, no, I mean, you had some thoughts on the snow too.
Yeah, that was always their thing. Once they were looking at the demographics and it was going to be a majority country, white men, Republicans, let's just say what it is. We're talking about Republicans. We're always going to push for fascism. But that was going to be down the road. Like, they were working towards this for like a long time. Yeah. I was writing about this 15 years ago. The thing that accelerated it was the election of Barack Obama. They were like, oh, shit. We're at the point where we can elect a black president. Oh, we got to step up the fucking timetable. If we can elect a black president, we're much closer to the downfall of white power than we're comfortable with. And they lost. I mean, if you look at what happened, the election of a black president broke the minds of a lot of white people on the right and the fucking left. Like, you will see there was a whole bunch of people who were supposed to be, liberals and progressives who lost their fucking minds after a black man became president. They just went off the fucking deep end.
Do you remember the whole No Obama movement?
Yeah, Carville fits into that, and all those strategists who sabotaged Kamala. There's a lot of Democratic strategists who are just complete racists.
Yeah, they could. And the idea of a black woman was just like way too fucking much. Yeah, I mean, the misogyny is deeper than the racism. We just don't talk about it the same way. But my God, they could not fucking come to terms with that idea, and they just moved up the timetable. It's like, we would rather burn this country to the fucking ground than let go of white power. And that's what we're seeing here. I mean, they're all in on ending democracy because democracy will not allow white power to be entrenched forever. And they cannot comprehend that. They cannot deal with it. It terrifies them.
And somebody writes, America was never a white majority country because whiteness is not a thing that doesn't even exist. These races don't exist. So like it's a lie. It's all a lie. So I think that needs to be established. Somebody in the comments said that. So I just want that to be clear.
True, but as far as they're concerned, it does. I mean, I've had that conversation with them as well. When they go, "Oh, white pride," and I ask them,
"Yeah, it doesn't exist.
What are you proud about?"
Yeah,
what is it about being white that you're proud about? And that conversation always goes really, really fucking badly, and it's very, very funny.
Trailer parks and meth, and
you should try that someday.
Well, all they do is they robbed it. They do like what the guy in the Oval Office does. They stamp their name on something somebody else made and claim that they did it, and they've never contributed one goddamn fucking thing. So
how about that? Whole career.
They'll say shit like, "Oh, Western civilization." I was like, no. What are you specifically? What is this about white people? Oh, and they'll name shit about fucking from Europe. And I was like, okay, but that might have been like Greece, or that might have been Italy, or might have been France, or whatever.
It's like the Irish.
It's like what exactly? What was the white person thing? Like, if the Russians did something, like the Russians got into space first, white people don't celebrate that. Yeah. Russians celebrate that.
Yeah.
Americans landed on the moon first. That wasn't white people. You don't see Russians celebrating that shit.
If you go to Russia, ladies doing those calculations and everything. What was the movie? Hidden Figures.
Yes.
Oh yes.
Oh no. You have to pretend that doesn't exist. We pretend that doesn't exist. But it's like, if you go to Russia and you say, "Oh, my fellow white man, isn't it awesome? White people got to the moon first," and they'll just look at you like, "Fuck you."
Yeah,
that was the Americans.
They don't even believe we've gotten to the moon. So
it's like I'm sorry, Russia got into space first. Fuck you, American.
Yeah,
that's
you can't get above the firmament. Don't you know we're in the bubble and you can only be inside this flat plane of flat Earth with the firmament above it, and somehow the universe travels all around us.
Wait,
and everything else is round.
Is that the ice shield? Have you?
It's
heard
actually the
ice shield thing?
turtle shell.
Yeah, that's what I was
we're
gonna
on a
get there. The
giant
turtle shell.
floating
Turtles
through
all
space,
the way.
like
It's turtles all the way
space turtle.
down. Yeah.
I would much rather be on a space turtle than like
Our current
other
reality.
things. Yeah, our current reality, because then a space turtle would be kind of cool. Like, imagine finding out we're on a fucking space turtle, like swimming through space.
At least
You'd
we'd
be
be
like, oh, maybe
distracted.
we could figure out how to get it moving so we could go where we want in space.
Does the
We
space
could just
turtle
have
like
ourselves
pizza?
space turtle. Space turtle. Or space
Oh,
turtle.
fuck yeah, that's what we need. You get all serious about people, yeah. Call into your local school district and insist they teach about space turtle. I mean,
Teach the
that's-
controversy. Teach
Yeah.
the
Okay.
controversy.
Have you guys ever done the teapot in the sky one for like to prove people about like God? It's my way of talking about like God because I'm agnostic atheist.
There is
No, but I'm
absolutely
curious.
100% a teapot between here and Jupiter. You cannot prove
Yes.
it doesn't exist.
Yeah, you cannot prove to me that there's not an infinitesimally small teapot orbiting Earth between Moon and Mars or Moon and Jupiter.
You can't prove it.
You can't
so
prove
it's
it
there.
wrong. So it's there. So there's a
burden
teapot
of
in the
proof is
sky.
on you.
Yeah, burden of but
To
you
show
can't
it is
disprove it. You can't disprove
No, there
it.
is no burden
In
of
my
proof.
good book of the flying spaghetti monster and the space teapot, it says there's an
Okay, prove that that book
infinitesimally.
exists.
I cannot prove that that book exists, but I can prove that I can't prove that it doesn't exist.
Yeah.
Oh
So,
my God!
huh.
Just that you mentioned the flying spaghetti monster in our Dungeons and Dragons campaign,
Yeah,
when
I got
one of the characters she wanted to be a cleric, and I was like, well, all right, so you have to, if you're going to be a cleric, you have to have a god, right? You have to. She's like flying spaghetti monster,
Yeah.
and
Yes.
it's the flying spaghetti monster. She's the Church of Flying Spaghetti Monster,
Pastafarian.
and have you guys seen Dogma?
Yeah.
Mhm.
So she's also Buddy Christ. So it's Buddy Christ and the Flying Spaghetti Monster.
Okay, so thinking about Buddy Christ, I was in a fraternity in college. I won't name which one, but I was in a fraternity in college, and part of our pledging process was we had to throw a party. And I have this luscious beard, but back then I had a much fuller head of hair, and it's curly, and I look very, very Middle Eastern when I do it. You mean very Jewish and very, very much like Jesus. So I dressed up as Jesus, but I dressed up as Buddy Christ and went around
Nice.
Pittsburgh as Buddy Christ. And we had a Catholic school theme party because,
Nice.
college, and that's what you do. And it was the Buddy Christ party. And we had a 12-foot tall Buddy Christ outside of our fraternity just going, yeah. Come on in.
Hold on one second.
I still have the shirt from
Oh, we
it,
lost
too.
the ogre. He needs a minute.
I still have my party shirt from it too, and it's got the Buddy Christ on it. But I
Oh,
won't reveal it because it's got the fraternity name. Not gonna out myself on that one.
Oh, okay. There
Yeah,
he is.
we got mini Buddy Christ.
That should be somebody's puppet. Yeah, you should get that as a hand puppet.
Here, I'll pray to my Lord and Savior Gizmo.
Oh, you know what else
do not
is
God,
feed
that's
him
awesome,
after midnight,
dude.
and do not get him wet, or else he will become
I'll show you.
your
Let
Lord
me show
and
you. You're gonna like this.
unsavior, the
This
gremlin.
isn't. Let's see if I can make you see it. See what this is?
The Darth
This
Maul.
is a doll my daughter made, like a Star Wars doll.
Oh, that's so
Nice.
awesome.
And
my
then she used to just go buy the cheap dolls at the dollars. She made this 10 years ago, probably. The ears, it used to have ears, but it's like a Jedi version of Darth Maul. It's the
That's
fucking coolest-
cool.
It's like
When
the
he comes
fucking
back to the
coolest.
light.
He's got his lightsaber. Yeah, like one of my friends, he saw that and he's like, huh, if life had been a little easier for old Darth Maul. She used to make these dolls. I'm like, holy shit. She was maybe 7 when she made me that.
Your daughters are freaking awesome.
Oh,
The
thank you,
artwork
sir.
that they do is
Your
so
kids
cool.
are too. I appreciate
Thanks.
it all. Actually,
love-
you want me to
I love
explain
getting
the
to show them off.
You want me to explain the featured image real quick for like 2 seconds as we?
Oh
do
yeah,
something
let
lighter?
me show it. I'll just pull up the graphic. We'll be able to talk, but I'll pull up the graphic here for a second.
Yeah, it's funny. It
From-
makes me laugh.
From the front is our featured image for this
Yeah.
today's show title. Is a
No,
gnome on
Mama
a dinosaur.
Yeah.
Yeah, you need to send that to me. I need to send that to my daughter because she's obsessed with gnomes.
Well, And let me just
Can you
explain-
tell the story about it, Walter?
Yes, it's just a character. It's like this. I've written them these fantasy books, so that's like from the 6th fantasy book where they meet a Tyrannosaurus Rex and there's this gnome that's accompanying them, and so that's just naturally. But what I like about my little daughter sketched that out. I added the color in, but I think it's funny because he's got like this leather belt that he sticks a toothbrush in because this Tyrannosaurus Rex is really concerned about dental hygiene. It just makes me laugh. So my kid remembered that when she sketched it out and she put the little toothbrush on the belt on the dinosaur. It makes me so happy. I saw that. I just cried with laughter.
God, Walter, you
hold on.
make me so happy, man.
Oh, I'm glad to hear it.
Just so everyone can see it a little bit better too.
Bring her back. Yeah.
We're gonna bring it back. There's a gnome
good.
on a dinosaur.
Yeah, there's the toothbrush.
There's the toothbrush.
I don't know. I thought that was funny. The details your kids remember. It's like, gotta get that fucking toothbrush in there. So
I love the
Dental
little
hygiene.
bristles too.
Well,
He's
he's got to
all-
have a friend. His arms are too small to
yeah.
be able to
can't
reach
brush
his
his-
teeth anyway.
He's like- he
So he's got to
complains
have a
about
friend
that.
helping him.
This dinosaur character is all remorseful because he eventually confesses that he killed and ate all the other dinosaurs. So there's like, so they have to they like forgive him. Like, we'll be your new friend. And he's like all sad. And he's like, you have to help me to not kill and eat you too. And they're like, well, forgiveness is okay if you really. It's like this. It's like this masculinity shit. It takes him a long time to get to the point where he can confess that. They're like, why aren't there any other dinosaurs? And he's like evasive. And then he finally admits it.
He's
Like,
the Michael.
there was a
He's the
big-
Michael
there was a
Cohen
big-
of dinosaurs.
Ooh.
Yeah. Oh no.
Wait, does that
Why-
mean we have to send him money and
Yeah.
subscribe to his
Somebody send me
newsletter?
money. Segway. Send me money. Yeah.
Send Walter money. Walter needs the money. He's the toothbrush and dinosaur who's going
No,
to eat everybody.
The dinosaur is legitimately redeemed because later on he does have an opportunity to eat his new friends and he doesn't. So these are the weird lessons I teach to my kids in my stories. It's like, see, he had the opportunity to eat you and he didn't. So that means he was truthful.
Don't eat your friends.
Don't.
Yeah,
eat
because
your
you don't
friends.
have them anymore. He learned that lesson. You see, if you eat them, they're gone. You're lonely.
See, they
Child-
tasted delicious, but now you have no one to talk to about how delicious that meal was.
Yeah, you don't have anybody to share the meal with if you eat your friends.
If your friends are the meal, you don't have anyone to share with. Don't eat your friends.
Oh my God.
Don't be a cannibal. Don't be
He's
a
like, maybe if
cannibal.
I just eat one of you. He has to walk through it. They have to convince him. It
It's
goes
like
on
the
and on.
sharks in Nemo.
Yeah.
Fish are friend, not food.
Oh.
Oh my God, yes. I remember that. Oh, man, it's been a minute.
Mm. So good.
Getting an
Good
ask in the
laugh.
chat off topic though is what happened with the hearing with Zev. I'm not sure. He probably just ended it for now.
Ugh,
We'll
that's
be back.
ongoing, right?
Yeah,
he
I've got it up on the
just
TV
cut it.
right now. It's the.
I think he just ended. Zev Shalev ended his showing of it for now, but I think he's going to re-invite other folks so that it's a larger. He's probably going to do a larger panel. I'm guessing later.
Yeah, Joe Nagoose from Colorado's questioning it right now. He's kind of going off on like a little bit of a tangent or whatever, which is to be expected. But yeah, Jack Smith looks like he came to play ball, dude.
Yeah.
I really hope that
I got the
he's
hero.
the next AG, and I hope
Yeah.
that whoever's the president just gives it free reign and says,
Yes.
listen, be a pit bull, and I want you to go after everybody. And if you need to threaten people to get in line, then you do it. Because
Yes.
you've got the full weight of the federal government behind
Yeah.
you.
Letitia
And-
James would be a good choice too, but yeah, either one of them would be great.
He just
Absolutely.
looks like a dude that doesn't fuck
Oh
around.
yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
iron.
Like, there's no politically motivated prosecution at this point if we prosecute these folks because they are so anti-constitutional
Mhm.
that, like, I'm just tired of people being like, oh, it's about the politics. No, it's about the fucking Constitution.
Yeah,
It's about the rule of law, and you guys have broken all of it. Jim
Yes.
Bag Jordan sitting up there protecting another pedophile
Yeah.
and protecting another abuser and assaulter of minors, and because that's Jim Jordan's legacy is he protected sexual assaulters instead of students at the Ohio State.
Yes.
Like he let abuse happen, and now he's protecting it again. Like that's who they are. They
Well,
keep revealing
they say it
themselves.
gets easier the second time.
Yeah.
And these are the
I-
Christians.
Yeah,
Oh,
I for
well, they-
one, I
me
am
too.
super looking forward. Like I'm like you don't understand. I'm anticipating. I'm already looking forward to in 2029. I expect to be writing article after article after article telling people to shut the fuck up when they say, "Oh, we really have to look forward for the good of the country."
Oh my
Oh,
God,
you know,
yeah.
We have to
just
turn the
have to move
temperature
on.
down.
Yep. We just can't do political revenge and political retaliation.
Yeah.
I swear to God, like the New York Times is just going to have headline after headline after headline about how we have to get things back to normal now. We have to dial it down. And I swear to God, I'm going to set that fucking building on fire because they're going to devote every waking moment to just whitewashing the Republican Party and making sure they're never ever held accountable.
Just like the Confederacy was. The
Yes.
Confederacy was whitewashed and never held accountable. It then created the KKK. It then influenced Nazism, and now it's fucking back.
The government, yeah.
The government is run by the KKK party. Like, we need to stop calling it the Republican Party. It's the KKK party. Donald Trump literally ran on the KKK platform. Like, they wrote
that America
the fucking
First shit
platform.
was all KKK.
Absolutely.
So why let's call a pig, call a spade, call a fascist, call a white supremacist, and call a Nazi a Confederate.
And they have to
that's
fucking
what they
pay
are.
the price for it. They have to fucking pay a price for it. So
And
when
this
they
is
come
why
out
they
and
stop
know,
letting them
answer
off
has
the
to be
fucking
fuck
hook.
off.
And this is why they bought up the media to do that cultural programming, like exactly like the Ogre said. They're going to hit us with that messaging. That's why they've come onto Substack, all these big names that, as I said before, they're not here in solidarity. They're here to suppress the people who are making this message. And the second we say something like that, like Ogre said, let's hold the pedophiles accountable. We're the ones who are assaulted by this tidal wave of how we're being unreasonable and how we're not, we're not conforming with the will of the party. It's just the comply or die applies to the extreme right, but it applies to, the Democratic Party too. They say vote blue until it's Mamdani, and then they're just like, fuck that guy. And it's sort of like, we got to speak back.
We got to take it down. Like, that's the whole system we have to break this year. Like, the whole thing is about accountability. Like, this whole project has to be about that. And there's no reconciliation in this country without truth and without accountability. We will never reconcile anything. We will never finish reconciling the sin of slavery until we're willing to finally confront the Confederacy as a bad fucking thing all around the country. Not just teach in the North, like I learned in Vermont, that it was the Civil War. In areas in the South, they teach it as the War of Northern Aggression.
But I thought they were happy slaves. That's what I heard. I heard they were happy slaves. They worked together.
They had jobs and they were taken care of.
We gave them food and housing and free labor for
and we bought them to Jesus. We bought them to Jesus. We taught them civilization.
Gave them censored Bibles that took half of it out. They did. Oh man.
Yeah.
And then the rape farms. William was talking about that the other day. The rape farms, how they would, the breeding once they shut down. He said they were sending out trade magazines to to farms. Like, this is how you can increase the value of your farm every year by having all your female slaves have a baby every 2 years. I mean, it's just the most vile. And it's like the essence. Yeah, the people don't know this. And it's just like the essence of our rape culture and all the toxic masculinity that we're fighting against. It's just been there, and nobody's ever mentioned it or held them accountable for that. And all those fortunes. William Fullwood said there were entire banks that made their money on mortgaging the wombs of enslaved black women. Giving out loans on the basis of the babies they were going to be.
That was the most fucked up thing. I mean, so I live here in Northern Virginia, right? So I'm right by DC, and they have the African American Museum of History that they opened up several years ago, and we've been there a bunch of times, right? It's a big museum. There's a lot in there, so it takes multiple times to get through it. And the entire bottom floor, is just like a huge thing about slavery and all the different facets of it. And now I've read about it for years, and I went to school up in New York, and I went to college up in New York, so I was familiar, right? I didn't get the whitewashed version, but even the version I got was still whitewashed because the most horrible stuff. Like, I mean, I knew they beat them, I knew they killed them, I knew they raped them, and I'm in there and I'm looking around, and then I just see this wall where they're explaining how banks had mortgages. They gave out mortgages on people, and it was like, and that part. That one really fucking hit me. It was like, oh man, like I knew they thought of him as property, but that just really, really drove it home. And it was like, man, there's their property, and then there's their property. Like property. Like Jesus fucking Christ, mortgages. They took fucking mortgages out on people.
I feel like it never ended. Like, that's the thing, is this hasn't ended. Like the Epstein saga, like what is going on in the Epstein files is an extension of those rape farms and that rape mortgage. Like, you look at
rich white men who have the right to do anything they want with anyone they want.
Like Donald Trump was upset that a girl was bought from him by Epstein. They treated these girls like cattle, like chattel, like that's what they are. I think it's just the same. I think we just went from doing it only in America to black women, or mostly to black women, to just doing it to whoever the fuck they wanted to, because white supremacy said they had the power to do it, and no one was going to stop them because our laws protect rich white men rather than punish them.
And slavery is still legal the Constitution still allows it in prison. I mean, all you have to do is have some absurd charge. That's why we have all these for-profit prisons. People get thrown in there, and now they're slaves again. And I mean, all this has to be undone. But first, everybody just has to know about it. So all the wonderful people here in the chat and everything, go do some looking into it. I saw Evan just put a book into the chat. I want to mention one, Incidents in the Life of a Slave Girl by Harriet Jacobs. I mean, this is a young woman, a young black woman she found out how to read sort of the same way Frederick Douglass did. These stories are just astonishing, and they were able to get away and write their narratives of the reality of those times. And it's just, you read that and it's just, I mean, these records are so vital and they must be preserved. And more importantly, we got to pass them on to our kids.
What was the name of that book? Walter,
Incidents in the Life of a Slave Girl by Harriet Jacobs. I think it's Harriet Jacobs. She published it under a pen name. I think that's the pen name she published it under.
And one of the things that I think that, like, you guys talked about the whitewashing of slavery, like the history of slavery and the version that we learn of it. And one of the things that never gets talked about is there is so much literature out there on it. There are so many black authors that have studied it, and historians who have put out great books on it. And you can go to local bookshops, go to Barnes and Noble, wherever, the library, and there are so many good books that tell like the real history of actually what went on. And you can see, kind of peel back the illusion of, that's what we need to do over this next year, is peel back the illusion of America being great at some point, and we need to fix this shit.
Our history starts making sense too when you read these things. You're like, oh, well, that explains it. All this bullshit we've been told before, stuff's being left out. It's like when you meet some guy who claims he's working at McDonald's, but he lives in a mansion and he drives. It's like this guy's not telling me everything about his life. And that's the way all of U.S. history is. There's all this shit that's been left out. And you read, like, Du Bois is another one, Reconstruction in Black America. That's a big, thick book. And it's just like, oh, yeah, obviously this is what happened.
And, like, I'll say this one because I like to rag on them a lot about this history that they don't ever want to talk about. The Mormon Church, y'all are founded on genocide. y'all are founded on the genocide of Native Americans. Like
Yeah.
you went west and killed as many as you could. Like that was the whole purpose of your trip, basically, was to kill Native Americans and find Zion in the middle of nowhere, all based on the lies from a fraud and a grifter who, Joseph Smith, who defrauded people and was charged for it, found golden tablets, everything about gold, all gold for Joseph.
Magic
Sound like
golden
someone
tablets.
else we know who
Magic underwear and magic
magic,
tablets.
magic underwear and magic golden tablets, and he raped women and girls across the country, and he had a cult of followers that turned into a white only religion until just a couple years ago. Like not very long ago, it was a white only religion.
Yeah.
Like that is the legacy of white supremacy, is Mormonism.
And that's
Didn't
genocide.
Mitt Romney, didn't his family like take up a whole compound in Mexico and stuff?
Yeah, because they had to leave because you couldn't do polygamy here anymore.
Yeah.
So they're like,
Yeah.
but we want to. So they went to Mexico.
Yeah, like that is the party we're fighting against. Those are the people. It's not even party. Those are the people that we're trying to break this country from. And like sometimes you have to let them just leave on their own. I don't know where they go. I don't know what they're doing. I don't know how we get there yet. But part of that is Nuremberging them all, or American style Nuremberging them all, because we do have consequences for treason in this country. They're written into law. There's really only one outcome for treason.
There it goes. Oh,
There's
you're getting close. Watch out for your face there, Ogre. You're getting, oh God, the noose comes out. He's
There's
hanging.
that is
them all.
that is the only outcome for treason. And I don't advocate for violence, but I advocate for justice. And you can't just violate the Constitution flagrantly like this and hurt so many people. And it's not even about the Constitution. It's about the fact that you are hurting so many fucking people.
Yeah.
Like you're just bad people. And you deserve to get the punishment that comes with those actions, because masculinity is the ability to live with the consequences of your values and actions. And these people don't want to live with the consequences. We do. We care about consequences. Whether it be good or bad, we want to leave good consequences. That's future legacy. I want to leave something good. They want to tear it all down.
We also go ahead.
We're also reaching just at the hour mark. So Walter, I'll let you finish up too.
Okay.
As I switch to the next screen, and then we'll go into our let everybody sell themselves real quick.
Yep. I just wanted to
go
say
ahead,
real quick, we have to be aware too. The arguments they're going to use are always deflections where they say, I just want to protect my deeply held religious beliefs. What beliefs? You make them say the beliefs. And this is the whole dialogue of white supremacy where they disguise their evil with these kind of bland sounding phrases. Oh, our venerated traditions. You have to conform to our culture. It's like, what are you really? We have to make them say it. And everybody in the chat, we have to
make
to practice
them defend it.
Yeah, we have to get better. Make them say what beliefs. What states' rights are you talking about? You're talking about the right to own slaves. Fuck you. You don't
just
get
ask
that.
them questions and they'll fumble every single time.
Yeah.
Just keep asking them
They'll
questions.
start getting mad.
And
They'll
it'll
start
pin them
making
into a
Caroline
corner.
mad.
They're like fucking suspects on cop shows. They want to confess. They want to confess because when they're by themselves, when they don't think anyone else is listening and they're talking among themselves, they say the shit they're not supposed to say. And they get really mad. They can't say it out loud. They think it's not fair that they can't walk around saying, I love being white because white people are smarter. I love being white, and I think all the black people and the Jews should be killed. They want to say that out loud. And if you just, I do this all the time. When I'm poking trolls, I'm really, really fucking good at poking trolls. It's a fucking joy for me. I just sit there, and I could do this for days because sooner or later, I will get them to say the thing that they don't want to say out loud.
It's like a few good men. You need that few good men. You can't handle the truth moment. Where they confess. That's what
I
you want to
ordered the
provoke.
code red.
I get this all the time.
Right, I did. Yeah.
I get it all the time. You just poke a little, 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 and sooner or later they will forget to lie about what they're doing and why they're doing it.
Oh, I blew out. I'm back.
And then
checked my
you just
computer.
get the screen cap of them saying the thing that they're not supposed to say, and it's delightful.
It is. It
They
is. We
want to
want those
confess.
screen cap. Ogre,
That
sell yourself.
picture is so
Dude,
awesome.
this has been so much fucking fun.
Yeah.
Oh.
Right, you too
Thank
can
you.
get an Ogre sock for $9.99. No,
Do you have one
This
in
is-
rainbow? Rainbow colors?
Oh damn, where's my rainbow flag? Oh shit. Oh wait, there it is. Hold on.
He'll be back.
Yeah.
Yeah, Dix.
This has been
There we
so
go.
much fun, dude.
Da, da, da,
Yeah.
da. Beautiful.
Of course, I got
Ogre.
a rainbow flag.
Sell yourself, my friend. Where can people find the work that you do, what you do?
All right.
and
I
how
am
can they support you?
primarily on Substack. That is my main mode of communication and work. I'm also on Blue Sky, which is more of me just firing off random brain farts. And I am occasionally on TikTok, but mostly Substack.
Ooh.
So you could definitely find me on Substack. Surprise, Unopinionated Ogre. So
Awesome.
come.
Thanks, Ogre. Appreciate it. This has been so much fun.
It
dude.
is. I love Ogre. I love him.
Heck yeah. I'm
That was
gonna
so awesome.
let me go through all our QR codes here real quick. I'm gonna get Eric, even though he's not here with us. Come follow the Pickleball Podiatrist and with Dr. Eric Lulove. He's putting out some really good content, some really good information about the medical
Kind
side
man.
of things
Just a
going on.
kind man.
Yeah, he's a good dude. He's just a good dude. Come hang out with him. He's not asking for money. Go free subscribe with him. That's what this would be. You don't have to. He's not asking for anybody's money. He's actually contributing back to so many
Yes.
of us in the community.
You should ask for Michael Cohen's money.
Oh yeah,
We all should.
Michael Cohen
you
should
should-
pay him.
If you should
Yeah.
if you subscribe to Michael Cohen, you should stop and go subscribe to.
Yes, please listen to that. Yes.
Yeah. And so come subscribe with Eric because he's putting out really good stuff. He was featured on Blue Ant Media the other day too for one of his articles. And so just
Great.
go subscribe to him. He's putting out great work. And he's a good friend. He's a great dude to lean on and
The
someone I'm
best.
learning from. Evan, how about you, my brother?
Hey, yeah, I'm here on Substack. You can find my personal one, News from Underground. I also do a couple newsletters for Lincoln Square. You can find those over there. You can find me on Threads at Evan Fields NFU. I'm usually on there talking shit to a bunch of MAGA people, especially since they're making their way over from Threads or from Twitter and everything. So you can find me over there and hang out, cause some trouble. But yeah, subscribe to
Sweet.
these guys. Subscribe to all of them. Make sure you support them. And, yeah.
Appreciate you,
appreciate
dude.
you
And
guys.
I see that you changed your name underneath Evan Fields to
Eligible bachelor.
Yeah.
eligible bachelor.
There we
Our
go.
friend Evan Fields is now an eligible bachelor. So, ladies, or
Yeah.
gentlemen, whichever, anywhere in between, Evan's an available bachelor. It's up to him on that.
Beautiful.
Love it. Walter, my friend, how about yourself?
Oh, I'm trying to emulate the puppet. Here I'm trying to be the human Muppet, Walter. So it brings me so much joy. Like I said, I was watching the Muppets the other day. So I'm just like, this always makes me so happy. I love you, Ogre. We have to do this more often. Everybody's so busy. But yeah, everything, all my content is free, but the paid subscriptions make it work. And I offer my subscription tier. So pay whatever you can. But more importantly, let's bring more people onto this platform. Follow everybody. Get people in your neighborhood. If you've got email lists, get people on here. We are all kind of cut off. I've kind of found this out. I was talking with the Mouthy Renegade writer and Ogre. I know you know this. We don't get any growth anymore because Substack kind of figured out it's like massive growth for 6 months. And they're like, oh shit, what's this guy saying? Oh, he wants like a decent society and prosperity for all.
Yeah,
Let's
no,
Fuck
we've
that
get
guy.
down
definitely,
here.
we've definitely been throttled.
Yep. So it's critical. You wonderful people. If you can find just one person in addition to yourself to come and subscribe, we just keep doing that exponentially because we need the whole world here. It's getting bigger. We're having more power. We're seeing our power. It's coming through. Once we've identified what we're up against white supremacy, and they're insane. These people are up against are insane. They're the most evil people ever. They control the entire media. We need your help. A grassroots movement will win this. And this is the extinction burst of white supremacy. We got to make it so. It's gonna require your help. It's going to require your support. So please, again, thank you for being here. Thank you for doing the hard work with us. Love you all. Love you, Ogre and Evan and Nick. And then I'll pass it on to Nick.
Thanks, Walter.
The
Hit
main
it
man.
the right way.
Thanks, guys. Well, this is all of us. This is so much fun. This is our men's group coming out in our chat, just coming out into a live view. And we welcomed Ogre on today as one of our guests. And hopefully we'll have him back quite a few times because this has been so much fucking fun, dude. You're a blast to hang out with. But come hang out with me at Sick of This Shit Publications. Doing a lot of men's issues and men's talk. And part of breaking down white supremacy is challenging what masculinity is and defining the new version and defining a new masculinity that doesn't suck, that isn't corrosive, that isn't breaking things down. And so you're actually you've seen 2 of the 3 on this show right now. You've seen 3 of the 4 that have been here on the Intelligent Masculinity series. Ogre's coming on here soon too. It's going to be a great, like, I'm having so much fun. And like Walter said, we just need to boost the numbers, not because I want the numbers up because I want men to feel better. I want men to be better. I want women to trust men. I want women to see that men are getting better. I want everyone around us, anywhere in between, whatever you are, I want you to see that men are getting better and that men are trying, and that the more we do this, we can replace Joe Rogan and Peter Thiel, or not Peter, and Theo Vaughn and that group of people.
Yeah.
Nick Fuentes and that shit, those shitty people, Ben Shapiro. We can replace them with a Walter Ryan, an Evan Fields, an Opinionated Ogre, an Eric Lulov, a Nick Perro, a Lawrence Winterman, all of us. We can do that. And I'm just saying, some of the men, there's some incredible women out there too. Don't worry.
Absolutely.
You all know the women out there that I support wholeheartedly. Like, wouldn't be here without Melissa Corrigan or Ellie Leonard or Dana Dubois or any of that group. Like, these women have helped grow this community in an immeasurable way. And I'm just following in their legacy. I'm following in their footsteps to help men grow better too.
They're the barometer for doing good.
Yeah, women shouldn't be the only ones doing the hard work. We need to do it too. So come join us. Come join me at Sick of This Shit Publications. You'll see me with Zev Shalev here. I'm going to hop on that stream. I'm trying to feel better throughout the day and get it on that stream. But I want to get my opinion out there on what's going on the Jack Smith stuff, because it's important as hell.
Yeah.
They're trying to whitewash history in front of our eyes. So let's go do it, y'all. When one member of the party is attacked, we all roll for initiative. That's what the shirt says.
Yeah.
We all roll for initiative.
Yep, I got that shirt.
We're going to roll for initiative right now, and we're just going to keep putting fucking truth out there all the time. Buddy Christ says, go get this shit done. We're sick of this shit, and we're doing it. Thanks, y'all. This has been so much fucking fun. Have a great day. Have a great afternoon, everyone. I'll look forward to seeing y'all when I'm with Zev Shalev. Thanks, friends.
All right, love you guys.
Thanks, everybody. Love you
Later,
all.
man.
Love y'all
Bye.
too.